What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today we're going to talk about none other than Shiba Inu. So, this thing lately has been on fire, and I want to talk about if I truly think, with its current utility and the fact that it is truly a meme coin, is it something that has a bright future? The overall cryptocurrency market has been pulling back, but Shiba Inu, I think, is one that has some true potential based off of the charts and based off of the overall adoption that it has been receiving over the last few days. A lot of people are calling it the dogecoin killer, but regardless of what people are saying, I'm just going to give you guys my opinion about it. So if you could see here in the last 30 days, it's up about 5,348%. So it's not only 10x, but it's actually 50x over the last 30 days, up actually about 0.18% the last 7 days, and actually down 10.79% in the last 24 hours. So the overall cryptocurrency market, if we go by coin market cap, it has been a pretty red overall day. And the last 7 days have been pretty, a lot of consolidation or a little bit of a pullback. Just looking at the main coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, and Cardano. So regardless, I think it's a potentially good time to maybe buy in if you're someone that is bullish on cryptocurrency. So before we dive in and look at the chart and also look at some of the recent news and recent catalysts for Shiba Inu, I do want to mention that if you click the link below for Webull, where you can now actually start trading cryptocurrency, you get two free stocks. So you get a free stock between $2.50 and $250 when you just open an account. Then you get a second free stock between $8 and $1,600 for just depositing 100 into your account. So go ahead and get your free stocks. I've had people message me say they got things like Facebook, which is a few $100s. So I'm really happy to see, when people are finding success from the link below. It really makes me happy. Of course, I do get free stocks as well, just full disclosure, full transparency. But again, I do want you guys to get your free money. And also with BlockFi, get up to $250 of free Bitcoin when you deposit money into your BlockFi account. So go ahead in the description section and click the links below. Now let's go back and look at the chart. So the last 24 hours for Shiba Inu have been pretty bearish, right? But again, we're only looking at the 1 day chart. There has been a pretty significant pullback, but I'm very, very excited because anytime I see a pullback, it makes me think, hey, if I'm someone that is actually really interested in entering into the space, I actually would like to see something like a red day before I decide to go in. So full disclosure, I have not bought into Shiba Inu quite yet, but again, ticker symbol SHIB, but it's something that I'm actually looking to potentially buy today because I finally have an active Binance account. So the overall market cap is less than $1 million. Now, if this is accurate, I'm not sure, but it's at $468,540. So it's still a relatively very, very new and young company. So understanding that, there will be a lot of volatility with it. And always remember, my channel is not for financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor. Rather, I try to put you guys in the place that I am in. So I'm never comfortable making a video right before I buy something, so it doesn't seem like I'm just pumping it. No, I have not bought into Shiba Inu yet, but it's something that I'm interested in buying because I truly think more and more people are going to massively adopt this one. So let's move forward. So with Shiba Inu, if we look at the Twitter recently, there has been some listings, right? So a lot of information about listings, and which is always going to be huge for any cryptocurrency. The more exchanges that it's available on, the more trading ability that people will have, and more people are actually going to be able to buy in, especially people who are uncomfortable with the more smaller, decentralized exchanges. So here, BitBNS, this one just actually listed SHIB token as well as SafeMoon. So again, potentially short-term and long-term catalysts because as more exchanges start listing some of these cryptos, including Shiba Inu, and as that occurs, we're going to see more and more mass adoption moving forward. So it really excites me that the fact that BitBNS is one that now has listed Shiba Inu on their exchange. In addition, we'll see things, asset listing alert. Now SHIB is right on the stealthex.io. All these different things on their Twitter. Again, very, very recent. Only in the short term have these updates been coming out. So again, in my opinion, this is very, very exciting for such a new and young token. So what is Shiba token and what is its utility? What it's going to be used for? So decentralized meme tokens that grow into a vibrant ecosystem. So Shiba Swap, fund tokens, artist incubator growing at a 360,000 person community and more on the horizon. So again, it's up and coming. It has some true potential because again, a lot of these tokens that are starting out as memes have really shown and given their early investors a lot of um, return on their investment, a big ROI. And that's the big thing here, right? Ultimately, we all want to potentially make some money into something that is something that has, true potential. So SHIB is an experiment in decentralized, spontaneous community building. SHIB token is our first token and allows users to hold billions or even trillions of them. Nicknamed the Dogecoin killer, the ERC20 only token can remain well under a penny and still outpace Dogecoin in a smaller amount of time, relatively speaking. Popular worldwide and already up thousands of percent, Shiba token or SHIB is the first cryptocurrency token to be listed and incentivized on ShibaSwap, our decentralized exchange. So, what are they doing? They're creating a new decentralized exchange, which, in and of itself, if that does well and they get more and more people buying into this idea of another exchange, then, again, the moon is only maybe the start, in my opinion. And I love the background here. You guys can see a little moon there. But regardless, if you're interested in even buying into SHIB or Shiba token, you can buy it on Uniswap. That's currently the safest place to do it per the management's note here on their website. So if you're someone that's interested in doing so, you can use Uniswap. There's videos currently on YouTube explaining how to buy Shiba token or SHIB. So go ahead and look into it. Go through the website. Of course, always do your own research before ever making any investment decisions, especially right now because it's not easy to invest into these things. But again, if it's ever one day, again, yes, they're making a decentralized exchange, but if it's ever that Shiba is one that is listed on a non-decentralized exchange, right? So things like Binance or, in the future, even Coinbase, anything like that in the short term or long term future, those are things that can drive this thing, up thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of percent. So do I think that it has a potential for to 100x, right? As just like Dogecoin did. People said it was a joke back in 2017, 2016 when I first started trading crypto because Dogecoin kind of popped out of nowhere and I was like, oh, what is this? It was less than even a fraction of a single penny. And at that time I was like, oh, this is just a joke. But guess what? Now people are finding utility for it. People are saying it has some potential and a lot of people have been investing into it and guess what? Dogecoin now had an all-time high of 75 cents per coin. So can that happen for something like Shiba? Probably not. Their circulating supply is a lot bigger. Look at the total supply here. I don't even want to say that number, but I think it's 500 trillion. So as a circulating supply, that means, if it got to 1 cent, that's a ridiculous market cap. That's bigger than the entire stock market's market cap if it got to even 1 penny. But can it get to a tenth of a penny? Right? Can it get to a 100th of a penny from where it's at now? That's not a 10x, a 100x. That's you're still looking at pretty significant gains. Not even a 100x, but a 1000x from there. So again, if you're someone that's looking to potentially, I always say, there's all these meme coins that are coming out, all these little dogs coming out of nowhere, including this, Dogecoin killer or Shiba Inu. But regardless, what these things have is some potential in the long term if a lot of people start massively adopting into it. So if we see mass adoption in anything and, a lot of hype driving things up, the sky's the limit or the sky might be just a start. So again, if you have extra money that you don't mind, putting and ignoring, just like those people, look at the Dogecoin, one of the co-founders of Dogecoin. He sold all of his Dogecoin to buy himself a Honda Accord. I always love saying the story because he looks back and says, man, if only I held. He bought a car he had, millions of Dogecoins, but he bought a car with it because again, back then it was a fraction of a cent. It was like maybe 0.000001 cent. So if he would have held till today, the amount of Dogecoins that he had, he could buy the entire company of Honda. Not a single car, not 100 cars, not 1,000, but the entire Honda name by market cap. So think about that for a second, absorb it, and always consider, if you're willing to risk some money, even if it's $10, $100, right? Not financial advice. I can't tell you whether to buy or sell, but look at this. If you end up maybe putting $10 in and forgetting about it, and then 2 years from now you look back and you're like, whoa, this thing actually got massively adopted and it did fly up, and hey, my $10 went to 10,000. That's not something to be mad about at all. And guess what? If you lost a $10, depending on your risk tolerance, I'm not too upset about it. So that's kind of how I look at these things. Like for example, Telcoin, right? That's one that's now top 100 cryptocurrency. When I bought Telcoin back in 2017 it was, sorry, end of 2017, I bought it as a joke and I put I think $25 into it. and it was back then maybe ranked 600 by on CoinMarketCap based off its market cap value. About on KuCoin, the only decentralized exchange that I saw, and I think it's still decentralized, I'm not even sure. But regardless, now that $25 investment is currently worth about $1,500. So things like that really do happen, and I think Shiba Inu could be one of those. But again, remember, just put it in thinking that you might lose it all. That's the most important thing, because then you won't worry about it too much. And yeah, that's all I had for you guys all today. Again, just pay attention to the charts, go on the website, look at the Twitter, look at the Reddit thread. Again, that's how you really just do the research on your own and to identify whether or not you want to buy in. So until next time, everybody, keep investing.